Good afternoon, good evening, good Saturday evening to you. How are you, community? I am Jenenne Macklin, transformational speaker, wealth guide, and catalyst. And I have been on here since Tuesday at the command of Spirit, telling me to step up, speak up, and stand up. And that's just what I'm doing. So I know it's Saturday. I know the playoffs are on. I was looking at the Warriors too. But while my commitment is to you, it's also to Spirit. So I'm that chick that is on the mission, a commitment to disrupting the conversation that's going on in your head as it relates to money. I've been talking over this week about different aspects of what we might not have heard or known growing up as it relates to money. I'm in Texas. I was at the Black Women Millionaire Mastermind providing, I guess I should turn it this way, huh? Support around wealth consciousness. And so over the week, I've talked to you about financial education. I've talked to you about what we didn't know, the different pieces to finance that we didn't know. I've talked to you about the stress, the struggle, the concern, and the worry as it relates to money. So today, what I really want to do is just have you pause for a moment to make some time and really begin to look at what is the conversation that's going on in your head. And let me ask you a couple of things. What will it cost if you don't know the rules of your mind? If you don't know the one or two secrets that can really shift your relationship with money? What will it cost you to keep doing what you're doing with your money the way you're doing it? How will it impact you, your family, the future for your children? If there are missing pieces in your financial education and you choose not to address it, what is it going to cost you? What is it going to cost you in your health to continue to stress about money, to struggle with money, to worry about money, to cry about money? See, what I've come to realize is that for many of you, for many of us, even for me at some other time in life, I can remember I kept thinking, if I just had more money. Any of you ever think that? If I just had more money. And I'm sure an extra, what would you say? You want to put the numbers down there? 50,000 wouldn't hurt. Extra 10,000. Some of you probably say, if I just had an extra 7,000, it'd be good. And it would. And I want that for you. But what I also know is you've gotten lump sums of money probably before, probably with taxes. Maybe you got to pay out from a car accident or something like that. And for the time that you had the money, how did you feel? And then as soon as the money was gone, where were you? Back where you started again, right? So it's costing you. It's costing all of us. There's a level of fear. There's a level of scarcity that's being programmed. And we all experience it. It's not just some of us. Everyone is talking about, thinking about, figuring out, worrying about money. There's this anxiety. There's this suffering. So first of all, I want to let you know, we're all in the same boat when it comes to the conversation that's going on in our head about money. I just want to disrupt it. So that's why I've asked you all week to simply put hashtag disrupt the conversation that's going on in your head. But more importantly, I've been inviting you to change that conversation, to wake up to what's really going on in that conversation and to recognize that there are particular steps and practices that you can do. There's just a couple of simple things that you need to know that will support you in changing your relationship with money. Oh my gosh, and it'll just give you a little bit of ease and some relief. Now, wouldn't that be of value to you? I mean, what will it cost you to keep living in a mindset of scarcity? And that was the key word. What is your mindset about money? I understand that the fear is genuine. I understand that the anxiety is real. And I want you to know you're not by yourself. The world we live in continues to seem to remind us that there's not enough. How else will we keep buying? How else will we be the greatest consumers? How else will we stay off track? because there's this constant fear that's being perpetuated about there's not enough. There's not enough food. There's not enough money. There's not enough food. There's not enough healthy food. There's just not enough. There's not enough jobs. There's not enough money. There's not enough love. And yet we live in an abundant society. More importantly, we live in an abundant universe. Our society is just part of that. So I asked you, what will it cost you to keep living in scarcity? What will it cost you in your health to continue to stress and to worry and to argue with your husbands or wives? And what are you willing to pay to continue to be in this discomfort, this dis-ease? And what would it mean to you to really truly live in a deep prosperity? And if I could give you the answer to what it is that you already have that can propel you forward, would that be of value to you? I mean, are you really willing to keep using outdated beliefs and practices that don't serve you because your mom did it or because that's what you learned growing up? I am that person. I am just so sure that it's imperative that we have a financial education. All the different things that are going on in the world and stuff with the Senate and the healthcare and the presidency, sure, that's one thing that's a catalyst. But your happiness is a catalyst to me. Your sense of fulfillment is a catalyst to me. Your sense of living with your family or yourself or your husband, your children, your boo or whoever, with some level of peace and happiness, that is what's important to me. So it becomes, I don't know, it just simply becomes my mission, shall I say, that each and every one of you recognize that there's a cost that we're all living with when we're not willing to recognize the power we have within us to change our relationship with money. And I'm asking you to allow me to be that guide and catalyst for you and to join me. Now, in the talks, I've been asking you to join me at the Manifest Money Now live event. But I've got something even more yummier than that. And that is that you'll be able to join me next Wednesday on a call. Are you chasing money like you chase men? 3 secrets. Or you can reverse that for my guys. Are you chasing money like you chase women? I'm going to offer you 3 secrets. It's going to be next Wednesday. So what I need you to do to be on that call is go to my website, www.spiritandriches.com, or you can go to www.JenenneMacklin.com and sign up. And I'll be sending the notices out there to give you the information about the call. It's a complimentary call. I'm just going to be talking to you about 3 secrets that you're going to be able to use and implement immediately that will give you a greater understanding about your struggling with money and what's impacting that struggle. So that's my invitation for tonight. Now you can go straight to www.manifestmoneynow.live if you're ready to buy your ticket, if you're ready to make that change, if you're ready to make that commitment. But if you want to find some more information about what it's all about, then I'm going to invite you to go to www.spiritandriches.com. When you go to my website, on the right sidebar, you'll see a link that says Unleash and Unblock Online Training. That's yours. Click there, register there, and then plan to be on the call with me next Wednesday evening. And in the meantime, I simply want you to think for a moment, feel in your life for a moment, what's it going to cost you to continue to be in stress, anxiety, worry, disappointment, fear, frustration, franticness as it relates to money? And I get it that maybe not all of you, but there's got to be some of you that are ready to do something different. And I would love to be your guide and catalyst for you to disrupt that conversation, for you to have greater peace, greater breathing room, greater understanding, and greater happiness. And sure, along the way, you'll have greater money. Along the way, you'll build a legacy. Along the way, we'll show you how to do that and what that means. But for now, just look in your life and be willing to ask that question. What is it costing me to not know all the pieces that I can know about money? What is it costing me to keep doing the same thing I'm doing with money? Maybe you're spending, maybe you're saving, maybe you're not spending, and maybe you're saving a lot. Whatever it is, I recently found out today there's like 4 archetypes, maybe even 5 that I'm going to be talking to you about. And I'd love to see which one you are. So anyway, join me on the call. Have a great Saturday evening. Again, you're going to go to www.spiritandriches.com. And on the right sidebar, you're going to register under the Unleash and Unblock online course. And I'll be hosting that call next Wednesday evening. You'll get an email telling you when to join me. It'll be a Zoom call. And let's make this happen. I'm Jenenne Macklin, your transformational speaker, your wealth guide and catalyst. And I look forward to seeing you. Take good care. Have a good evening.